I've done it, chat. I have revived vintage control decks. Take a look. Lurrus and Samwise back at you again. Okay, welcome back, Vintage Gamers. Another random Sunday Vintage League. We're going to do a revisit on a deck that people really enjoyed a couple weeks ago, and that's Samwise, the Stout-Hearted Lurrus Control, or Lurrus Tempo, depending on your definition. What we're going to do in this version is we're going to cut some of the more fun cards out of the deck and play some more powerful ones. This time, we're going to splash black for Demonic Tutor and Orcish Bowmaster. We're still going to keep Cathar Commando and Lavinia and those kind of cards, but we're going to get rid of some of like the Engineered Explosives and the Seal of Cleansing and some of the more questionable choices. I am going to leave in the Library of Alexandria. It actually performed quite well in our last video, and I'm interested in trying it again. So basically, this is a control deck that is powered around Wasteland and Lurrus, and then we're going to try to stop our opponent from doing powerful things using our Lavinia, our Bowmaster. Our Sam can rebuy fetch lands, Wasteland, Strip Mine, Mishra's Bauble, other Sams, Bowmasters that block, Cathar Commandos that sacrifice, all kinds of things. And then we just have, powerful blue cards, most of the restricted blue cards, some swords for removal. We're going to try to play a Lorien Revealed here to try to trim down on the land count a little bit while upping the blue count, while also being, a castable draw spell. I am going to stick with at least a Snapcaster Mage. It's nice to have some variety in the creatures here. I definitely think you need to include a Dress Down as a big answer to Saga tokens. In the sideboard, full out on Swords to Plowshares for our mono white matchup. I've included a Stony Silence for the One Ring and combo shops. I have Serenities for true shops like prison shops or aggro shops, but we also get to play Hurkyl's Recall for that as well. Got a variety of different cards for the graveyard, but we probably are a little under-suited for graveyard decks. However, Bowmasters should make us better against the Vine decks, which is quite nice. And then I did move the planes to the board and put the Lorien in the main, and that should help even things out here. So this deck is a lot of work. You have to take a lot of game actions, and the games do take a long time, but the reward is there. There's still some sweet things you can do, and it's definitely a deck that will vibe with some players who are craving the traditional blue controlling deck. See you in round one. If you'd like to see your deck played on this channel, check out the Patreon link in the description below, where you can find all the information you need to submit a donation deck list. Let's battle. Okay, here we go. Round one. Hopefully we have our Lurrus here. Yes, our cat is in the bag. What do we have? Force, Wasteland, Bauble, Probe? Sure. Seems fine. That's true. I mean, it did take people a long time to learn how to build PO correctly. I think that's totally fair and also reasonable. PO very much made a completely new and distinct archetype, right? You can't really, like, you can kind of say, like, previous Storm builds were somewhat similar, but I would say PO pretty much paved its own path, so it took a little while to work itself out. So here we're gonna start with Probe. Let's see where that gets us. I'd love to find just a fetch land so that we don't have to lead Wasteland and look very silly, but all right, my opponent just slam F6'd, which I find to be very interesting. My opponent has natural Volt Key, 2 Wastelandable lands, but they have Needle, so we'll probably have to counter their Needle. Do I want to see their top card or my top card? That's kind of an interesting question. What's in my deck? Cathar Commando. I think I'm more interested in having perfect information for another turn. Okay. All right, so if my opponent leads on Tundra Needle, we actually do have to counter Needle because our whole plan here revolves around Wastelands. Do they blind needle on Wasteland? Maybe after showing them Pobble, they do. I don't think we can like. I think it's a really big problem if we don't, right? I guess we could technically just counter Time Vault, so maybe it's not a huge issue. Maybe we can just let it go. And it's okay. I don't know, like, wastelanding them here is so good, though, right? They're on Underground Sea Tundra. But, like, Underground Sea Tundra is just so, it's just, like, Wasteland's so good. We're even buying Lurrus into our hand next turn. It's not just about Vault Key, right? I think just, like, one of the active ways that our deck wins games is by wastelanding our opponent out. Oh, they're just going to play Key? Yeah, you got it. Lorien. Oh. Probably white mana. I guess we technically can't cast this Lurrus, but I think it's very unlikely I'm going to hard cast Negation here, so if my opponent wants to go Needle here, I think it's totally fine for us. Getting a single Wasteland off, it just feels like it's already enough. I'm not... They named Mishra's Bauble? Excuse me? Opponent? Are you trying to lose on purpose? No. Of course they're playing. They know I put Lurrus into my hand, so they don't want to. They don't want me to Mishra's Bauble with Lurrus, which makes sense. However, they do automatically lose to more Wastelands, so it's like, I don't know. It's really suspect. They can't play Magic if I Wasteland them, right? Well, maybe they just draw lands. Actually, Lorien revealed here getting a Tundra, an Underground Sea is actually just nuts, right? Super good play. All right, maybe it's sick. It's much better than a Plains. It's okay. It's not. No, I actually think, realistically, this Bauble name is totally fine and probably good. Yeah, I don't think it's a big deal if you have Plains and Gush. I don't think that's a problem. Like, Gush is just a very late game card in my deck, so. Opponent's a sucker. We got the Cathar Commando. Good game. Pew! Lavinia. That's actually kind of... Oh, they're not going to have a land, though, so... I don't know. Whatever. I'm just going to crack a bunch of baubles for fun. I don't think my opponent... I think I could probably optimize those slightly better, but I just don't care, so... I'm just going to just crack them all. The game has officially ended, so... Man, I can't say enough good things about Cathar Commando. That card is super awesome. Maybe we just DT for Time Walk. I could also just go Bauble, Lavinia, DT. I don't know. Does it matter what I do? Lavinia looks really good here. Swords on top. Should I just get a mental misstep? Or is that going too deep? Oh, they cracked it away. No, I was going to do it. Oh, they have Fluster? Sure. Get your value in now. I'm okay with that. It just does not matter. Like I said, I am not pretending that any of the plays I make from the point where I put baubles on the stack to now are the correct plays. I am just making plays to end the game. As long as I give my bauble every turn. Oh, they drew another swords? Wait, they swords the Lavinia? Whatever, I'll just negate it for fun. All right, cool. All right. Well, I'm glad my opponent didn't blind name Needle Wasteland, or else that game would have been a lot more interesting. All right, so my opponent is on Hullbreacher, Vault Key, Lavinia. Could be Esper Saga, could be with or without initiative creatures. I've been thinking a lot about that recently. Are we supposed to just merge the Esper Initiative archetype into just Esper Saga now, considering they cut the initiative creatures from the deck, besides like White Plume Adventure, to the point where the deck is basically unrecognizable from normal Saga? They're just playing like White Plume Adventures in their flex slots. I'm not really sure. I don't know how much it like benefits us to do so. This deck, we probably want Stony Silence and Dress Down and maybe another Swords or a Needle. I don't really like the idea of bringing in Needle for Saga, though. I think that's kind of nonsense when I have like Dress Down and Wasteland and everything. I wonder if you're I wonder if you're supposed to bring in Hercules, though. I don't know exactly like how their deck is set up, but we probably don't need Island or Mishra's Baubles, especially if we're bringing in Stony Silence. Though the Mishra's Baubles were pretty nuts there, huh? Hmm. Like, how many swords do I need against... Mishra's Baubles pretty bad against 4-Hull Breacher, though. How many swords do I need in this matchup? Well, we know they might be on initiative. They have Hull Breachers. It doesn't really signify anything. I would never cut Petal because you want to play turn 1 Lavinia whenever possible. What cards you need in Lurrus piles to win mono white? I don't know what that means. You're going to have to be more specific. I don't know what that means. How good is Mindbreak Traverse them? Depends. Uncastable or game winning? Mindbreak Traverse is a pretty high variance Magic the Gathering card. Let's try this. I might need to bring in more swords, but it kind of depends on what their configuration is. Like, unfortunately, all the Lurrus cards that you would have used in the old Lurrus era are not good against mono white, like Deadweight and what's the 2-mana one called? But I don't remember what 2-mana one's called. But so like there aren't really great Lurrus cards versus mono white, right? Oh, Lurrus piles as in the deck. You just need 4 Swords to Plowshares. You should be very favored against mono white initiative. If you have 4 Swords to Plowshares and Orcish Bowmasters, like this deck should be extremely good against mono white initiative. I don't know why you would struggle against mono white. Like what about mono white initiative makes this deck struggle? I don't like I find that any deck that plays 4 Swords to Plowshare is just favored against mono white. I don't know what to say. What is happening? Yeah, there's just like more things that answer null rod than answer Stony Silence. And I don't think the white cost is like super prohibitive. Unfortunately, I don't currently have any Saga answers in my hand, so that's bad. Not great. Oh, this is a Hull Breacher? Sure. Yeah, I'm not like too concerned about double tokens. While they don't even have a land. I wonder if like Snap Misstep is actually just good here. I don't really care about a Manifold Key, but also it just feels like really good value. I mean, we can use the fetch or we can use the Lotus Petal. So I think it'll be fine either way. Maybe it's just worse. Maybe I just want to let this resolve and just go Samwise fetch block. Yeah, I don't know. All of my plays seem fine, so it's kind of hard to pick which one I want to do. All right, well, they didn't take the bait. Probably because I fetched for no reason. I haven't been playing super well with my fetches tonight. I kind of want to like, it's like a balance of like keeping the stream fast and moving and making the perfect play. That's unfortunate, huh? I guess I can't loot either when this thing is in play. I wouldn't say everything is awesome. Like, there's still some downsides here as well. But I do think we are ahead of the game. Our opponent put a lot of power into... Like, I think my opponent should not have cast Hull Breacher, and they should probably have tried to go for... I don't know. Like, they never hit a second land for Saga, so... This card, I don't know. Like, this card... If this card's not making constructs and it's not winning the game off its search, then... It's real bad. But maybe it'll fix them for blue mana and it'll be good enough. Oh, they went for top. I hope we get to snap misstep that top at some point here. Though, if they find a land on top and they use their Manifold Key... Oh, I guess I don't have my Bowmaster in play. Putting this Lurrus into my hand might have just been really bad. Wow, I didn't realize how bad that would be. I didn't think about them getting top. If I had thought for at least a second about what they could get off of this Saga, that wasn't... I thought they would get a blue mana source, to be perfectly frank. And the fact that they didn't get a blue mana source and they instead got a top makes my play very, very bad. Because if I'm holding up Bowmaster here, if they go for top, activate key, activate top, I could just kill their Hull Breacher and the game is one on the spot. So kind of a pretty bad play on my part here. The Lurrus control decks present many opportunities for you to play badly, which is why I don't play them very much because I do play badly frequently. But there will always be another opportunity, so... Well, maybe there won't be if they draw land and start making Saga tokens, to be fair. Yeah, these forces are not great right here. If they just find their mana source. I think I'm going to attack. Probably should have attacked last turn. Well, I tapped out last turn for Lurrus. Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, Executioner's Capsule is not like a very strong magic card. It's just too slow. So they hit their mana for Saga. It's super bad for me. I might just lose this game because I played pretty badly. It's kind of unfortunate. Because if I had just not put Lurrus in my hand, I would have been able to Bowmaster them, and then this game would be very easy. But because I chose not to do that, I made the game very hard for myself. Maybe I should have played Lurrus last turn. Oh, that's a good draw. Maybe I was supposed to play Lurrus last turn and just replay Lotus Petal, and that holds up 2 mana. But there's just like no reason not to just not do that. I guess the reason is it holds up 2 mana mental misstep play here. Like there's no way it doesn't resolve. If they force, I force back. So there's no reason not to use the pedal. Yeah, I guess that was also a bad play. I should have just used Lurrus plus pedal. Can't say that I'm making the best plays so far today. But I mean, I did stop them from being able to use their top super well because I do have a Bowmaster now. And even if they go for a top, I have Snap Misstep. So I mean, we're not in a bad spot. Theoretically, they could hit a mana here and go unblockable, but we can attack with Lurrus. And if they choose to like attack with this thing, we could quad block or something. Why do you want me to attack with Samwise? I'm confused. There's a 4/4 in play. Is there something I'm missing? I'm not really sure. I mean, oh, yeah, okay, fine. I should have attacked with Samwise. I forgot. I have to relearn this thing every time I play with it because I don't play with it very much, but you are totally right. I think this is a very easy quad block, right? I have a Lurrus in play. They could have swords plus force. Or I could just like block with the Samwise and replay the Samwise. Maybe like swords plus fluster here would be bad for me. Yeah, I'll just chump. It's fine. I'll just get further down the ring bearer track. It just doesn't matter. I want to keep the Bowmaster in play in case they start doing draw spells. Okay. Just rebuy my Samwise and rebuy my pedal. And then I can give the ring bearer to Bowmaster, I guess. The problem is I don't want to attack now because I have to loot, and I don't want to loot against Full Breacher. All right, well, maybe this play sucks too. All right, I can't attack anymore now though. But I can Caracas back my Bowmaster, so I don't know, small victories. If I attack, it's unblockable, but I have to loot, and then I get wrecked. It's so silly. It's just silly. It just feels very silly. But I mean, it costs me nothing to chump block for a turn either, so. But now it's like really hard for me. I guess I'm better insulated against like 4 swords fluster now, so maybe I can just quad block. But I guess if they find any artifact, quad block is off the table. All right, now they're just completely off it. What are we doing? What is happening? Now I kind of want that Stony Silence as well. Fetch land. They do have the key, though I'll be able to swing back and it won't be good for them. They also want to spin and fetch, so it's really bad for them to use the key here. Okay, they want to not spin or fetch. Okay, sure. This is definitely a game of Magic the Gathering. They didn't spin before this? I have no idea what's happening. I feel like we're losing a lot of value, though. But they do know the card on top of their deck. Time Walk. I feel like I don't care about a Time Walk. Now they're not even holding up swords if they attack. Okay, that's fine. Like, they didn't spin. They didn't spin! Opponent. Pull it together. I'm going to get to the point where it's going to be really hard for me to play IRL Magic if I'm just like, opponent, play better. I'm never going to cast Brainstorm here, so I kind of want to thin instead. Oh, but thinning is bad in case I draw a second Samwise. Mother. All right, that was a bad play too. Another Bowmaster. Ooh. This is a weird game of Magic. This deck produces very odd games. What is this? A Hull Breacher? I don't think I care about second Hull Breacher. No. No. That would be the opposite, Drago. IRL players are often extremely worse than online players. Playing a Vintage Challenge is one of the highest average level of plays I've seen out of many Magic events. Playing a Vintage League is not super high level. But even in a Vintage League, you can play versus a lot of sickos. Oh my lord, opponent. That was not a play you wanted to make. Bold move. Let's just negate this. It's true for all formats. Typically, Magic Online will always be a higher level of play than playing in paper. Playing on Moto just makes you a much better player, typically. You just get like you learn, you like visually learn more. You play against higher competition and you get tons more reps than you could ever play in paper. Recast only works on your turn. Another Saga. It's nice. All right, we are just super winning this game now. We don't want to attack with our Ring Bearer because we have to loot, and we don't want to loot when there's a Hull Breacher in play. I can just get rowdy with... I guess getting rowdy with Sam doesn't matter. But I can get rowdy with, like, all of these units, right? Because I can just replay Hull Breacher, Bowmaster, and if they kill Sam and Bowmaster, then I can replay both of them. Definitely not attacking with this. Wait, what? That is not a block I would make. So I guess they're going to make more constructs because we don't have another wasteland. So We might still lose this game. We do need, like, cards. Like, Cathar Commando instantly wins the game, right? We just loop Cathar Commandos every turn. But all of our draw cards, I guess, are dead. At some point, they'll do unblockable things, but I guess we'll just attack through it for... Well, if they have 2 constructs, it's, like, kind of bad. I think if opponent had played this game closer to optimal, we probably are losing. But maybe that's just Magic in general. Lavinia. Does that help us anyway? I don't really think so. It's really awkward that I can't loot with the Ring Bearer, or this game would be kind of easy. At some point, they have to block, though, right? And then I can just buy the Bowmasters back. Like, anything they block here, I just rebuy with my Lurrus. So we are chipping away, but they're going to have some big attackers soon. Replay Sam using Lurrus. Rebuy Lotus Petal using Sam. Go further down here. What is this one going to become now? Whenever your Ring Bearer becomes blocked by a creature, sack it. It doesn't really matter. It's probably fine. What's the 4th mode of the ring? Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, each opponent loses life. Yeah, so maybe at some point we'll like dump our whole hand and be able to do that as well. True. True. True and true. True. Yeah, that's true. At some point, though, they can unblockable attack, and they have blockers for my Lurrus, so... All right, what happened? Sorry. They made Saga, and they got a Jet? Sure. Are we unblockable constructing? Okay, it's coming in. Oh, wait. They're not unblockabling it? Well, that doesn't seem very good of them. Finally get value off our Snap Mental Misstep. Maybe I should have made my Ring Bearer... I can make my Ring Bearer a more powerful creature, right? All right, so I'm going to give them the construct here. Wait a second. So if they have 3 blockers and they block all of my powerful things, I hit for 2 plus a Ring Bearer. No, sorry, I hit for 1 plus a Ring Bearer. I can only deal 2. I won't hold up force. So if I replay Sam... Well, I could just not replay Petal, right? I could just keep it in my hand to loot away. I could throw away my C, I guess, is the same. So I'm gonna change my ring bear to a 2-power creature. And then I can just pitch. I guess I don't want to pitch Petal. I guess I'll just pitch C. I guess I still hold up Force. And then I attack all. Or maybe I attack all minus Lurrus. Or what if I just attack Ring Bearer? I can just attack Ring Bearer. It's not like they're going to one-shot me here. They've already used their thing. Yeah, I could just do that. They are going to get a thing there, a treasure. And it'll make their things bigger, but... It's just a 2-turn clock. They would have blocked. I would have done like 1 more damage, right? So it's not even that good. All right. Kind of a crazy game, huh? If I hadn't drawn the Wasteland, I would have lost, though. But I mean, I had other draws like Cathar Commando. That would have been winning, so... So now they actually can't draw a card with Sensei's Top because we have double Bowmaster in play. So they're actually just dead now. 0 cards in hand, 2 life, Bowmaster, lethal on the table, block, block, win. They can't draw any card. They have 0 cards in hand, and I have 2 Bowmasters in play with 2 damage. They're dead. Fetch, like, look again doesn't work. GG's, opponent. It was a fun little grindy game. Agreed. Okay, here we go. Round 2. We're up against OKMV. They were on a Saga deck last time we played against them. Now we get a Lurrus. This hand slaps. Keep. I got a lot of hate on Twitter the last time I talked about Legacy. So we'll just let the Legacy players talk about Legacy, and I'll sit here and be happy instead. Oh, baby, they're back. Here we go. They played 1 league of Esper Saga, and OKMV said, no, never again. Time to play Collect Roof. This is not the best time walk of my life, but I guess it's fine. How did I get original art Power 9? I purchased them in the marketplace. This is kind of awkward because if my opponent goes Wasteland, it's really silly. But I kind of want to Spell Pierce their Emerald. Maybe Spell Piercing their Emerald is stupid, actually. I guess now if they go Wasteland, it's fine. Everyone has like so much lands in their hand. It doesn't matter. Misty. Should I Spell Pierce this Emerald? All this does is buy me 1 more turn of untapped Pearl, right? But it does. I do know that they don't have Force Up, so it's not like I need the Spell Pierce right now. And the Spell Pierce is going to get worse over time. It's a tempo play. No. I actually think Gush is just too weird. It's not that. That's actually not how Library of Alexandria works. You've incorrectly evaluated how the card Library of Alexandria functions. So I think I'm gonna force. Man, no. I should. Maybe I should have let the Emerald resolve and force the Collector Roof. Because now if my opponent drew a blue card, they just force back. This was so bad. My play was so bad. Oh, wow. They didn't have force back. Well, maybe they'll just force my Lurrus. Because I want a Lurrus bobble. Maybe I'll draw another Spell Pierce. I think I played this really badly. What? It's checked on when the ability is? That can't be right. Seriously? That does not sound right, but that's super weird, isn't it? Why isn't it not checked on when it... What? I'm very confused. Oh, it's activate only if you have a... Okay, sorry. That makes perfect sense. I read the card wrong. I thought it was checked at that. So if it was worded draw a card only if you have 7 cards in hand, then you could activate it at any time. Okay. Yeah, you're right. I'm wrong. It doesn't matter. Like multiple libraries is not good. So yeah. All right. You get that one. You get that one. I take it. I take the L. I am a man who is willing to accept when he's wrong. As much as people think I'm not. I was very wrong. But yeah, I also still don't think it's good. So all right, so my opponent is on fair collector roof cards. I'm just gonna bring in, I don't know, man. Does it matter what I bring in? All my cards are good or bad or reasonable. What do I bring in against collector roof 4-color walkers? Like, how many swords do I really want against 4-color walkers? I guess they're on Deathray Shaman, so maybe a bunch. Planes? Yeah. Planes seems reasonable. I don't think we need dress down. No, definitely not tab. No, I mean, I got a nice raid from the very powerful modern magician Devin O'Donnell, the Doomwake. You may have heard of him. So we got some people hanging out, so we might as well play another league, right? Okay, I am gonna get rid of at least one bauble. I could get rid of Lotus Petal, even though I told chat that you can't get rid of Lotus Petal. No, I'm not gonna get rid of Lotus Petal. Maybe a single Thar Commando is not necessary here. All right, I'm not gonna bring in all the swords. I'm gonna bring in some of the swords. My opponent isn't a deck that has a lot of creatures. It should have more planeswalkers than creatures. God, am I allowed to keep this hand? This is the true test. This is a legacy hand if I've ever seen one. Well, my opponent is playing Minx and Boo control. And you kind of want to have negation for the planeswalker, and then a lot of the times these matchups come down to a counter Magic War where you want Mindbreak Trap. It's not always that it comes down to a Mindbreak Trap, but even sometimes just 4-cost negate is like also still fine. This is kind of a weird matchup. I'm gonna keep this hand. It's probably silly. But this match is like the most fair vintage match you could possibly think of. We're playing Tropical Island versus Tundra. It's like, it's very low power. Ooh, wow, that is a draw. That is a draw if I've ever seen one. Slamming the turn 1 Lavinia. I am a powerful wizard. What do you say to that, opponent? I'm the powerful wizard now. Force? I'll be very happy if my Lavinia gets forced. Yeah, buddy. Force pitching misstep. If I ever rebuy this Lavinia with my oh, the Boo is on top, chat. Though I guess we have Caracas for Boo, which is kind of nice until they wasteland it. Spell Snare. What year are we living in? Black Lotus Boo? Hit me? Uh-oh. I was joking. It was jokes. It was jokes. It was jokes. All right, okay, we're safe. Please don't play Renin 6. Oh, okay, it's Collector Roof. We're safe. Woo! I got really scared there, chat. Am I the master control player here? Am I simply too good at control decks? One may never know. I kind of loathe Wasteland Mirrors. Fair Wasteland Mirrors are just... There's so many non-games from Wasteland. It's crazy. All right, so the next question, chat, is, are you Ambush Vipering here? No? Probably don't need to. We have all the lands we could ever ask for, right? Why would you? So you can get bobbling, baby? But, you know, or not. I feel very, 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 very favored in this game. I can even hold up Caracas on my Lurrus. Wow, they just have drawn no lands. You may concede at any time, opponent. No! That's rude. Why did I bother playing my Caracas? So silly. I mean, it's an unfortunate reality of Vintage that you do in fact need Wasteland to be in the format because for Bazaar, for Workshop, for Saga. However, Wasteland is just an abysmal Magic card in terms of life, enjoyment, happiness, pursuing happiness. This Lavinia like turns off all of their spells for the rest of the game. But if they counter it, I just replay the Lavinia later. It's kind of a not a great spot for them to be in. I know. They should buff Lurrus. I can't believe they nerfed Lurrus. Man, I have had OKMV's number today. Oh, there was a Renin 6. Oh baby. I have a pretty good opinion of OKMV, and especially in terms of people who can pilot very bad decks to proficiency. I am not a fan of the deck that OKMV likes to play, this 4-color Renin 6 Planeswalker deck. I think that deck is really, really bad, and they make it work, so props to them. Okay, we're back. We got OKMV across the table again. We got some more fair magic happening here. Let's battle. I've got a Lurrus. They've got a Deathray Shaman. This hand is unfortunately not keepable. If this hand had a Moxen, I would snap it off and hit my opponent with the Wasteland or the Samwise, bring back my Flooded Strand. This is really unfortunate. This hand, I would love that second mana, but All right, let's mulligan this one. All right, this one also doesn't have a second land, but I think we have to keep it. I don't think going to 5 in the control mirror here is good. I'm going to put away one of my forces and keep all the value cards. You are not allowed to play 4 consult. 4 consult is illegal. Thassa's Oracle was printed. No, stop it. We're not restricting cards in a format that is already balanced. In the sense that it's not a Pro Tour format, so no one's breaking it. Stop it. Bad. I wonder if there are Deathray Shamans in this deck. Did we see any Deathray Shamans last round? No. You can't restrict Doomsday now. I'm playing it. PO is obsoleted. I need a new deck. You can't just restrict the deck I'm playing. Come on now. I need to use my streaming powers for good. For the good of Justin's win rate. I'd like to win Eternal Weekend, okay? It's not a huge ask. It's a pretty big ask, but it's not a huge ask. All right, please land Mox, land Mox, land Mox, land Mox. That's a Mishra's Bauble. Though it's not as bad as some Magic cards could have been, it is also not good. Okay, I will take a Mox Pearl, and hopefully my opponent doesn't resolve an oof and protect it. We need to protect my win rate, okay? This is very important. I think I would rather not force this if I don't have to. Oh god, this is so bad for me though. Because now I can't Samwise back my land. Okay, I made a huge mistake. I pay attention. I can't keep talking to chat. I gotta pay attention. This was a huge mistake. I needed to force the Collector Roof because... Oh my god. Alright, well... They knew I had a sword, so I guess this makes sense. This is a complete disaster, is what it is. Oh no, I don't have any of the right manas. Okay, well, yeah, this is really bad. This is so bad for me. I'm in pain. I played so badly. Yeah, I really needed to force the Collector Roof, so I didn't use my fetch land, so I could fetch a Underground Sea and then buy back my fetch land with my Samwise. My opponent's gonna play second Collector Roof here and murder me. Or that. But I couldn't do anything about that, so it's fine. Deathray Shaman? Ooh, yeah. Things are bad. Things are cool. So should I rebuy this now while I have time? This is so bad, and it's my own fault. I think we would have been in a much more reasonable position if I had simply not done what I did. Uh-huh. We are so far behind. I mean, we probably weren't winning this game anyways because we did not cast Ancestral in the Ancestral Mirror. The Fair Blue Mirror hinges incredibly hard on the player who has Ancestral Recall. And unfortunately, we are not that player. That's a pretty funny gush. Doomsday is not exactly a one-card combo. I would not consider Doomsday to be a one-card combo. Feels like an inaccurate depiction of what that card is doing. Do I disagree with your point that, I mean, like 4 Oracle, 4 Consult might just be the better deck. It's definitely possible. It might not. It might be a completely different deck. It might be could be a Lurrus deck. Jeez. All right, I kind of want to concede this game, chat. I threw the game really badly in the beginning. Can I concede? Does anyone care? We're super dead, so I can just concede, right? Cool. All right. Thanks for letting me know. Well, I'm gonna do it. That was really bad, and it was really, really, really my fault, unfortunately. I just need to do a little more of the attention paying. What was the other card I cut in this matchup? Oh, a second. So there is a bunch of oofs. I don't know if I care about oofs that much. Kind of just depends on my draw. So what happened was my opponent cast a Collector Oof, and I needed to Force of Will it instead of trying to Swords it. And the reason I needed to do it instead of Swords is because I needed to hold my fetch land so that on the next turn I could fetch an Underground Sea and cast my Samwise off my Pearl, rebuying my fetch land, giving me access to black mana and a second land. Instead, I cracked my fetch, got a Tundra, swords the Collector Roof, got my Swords Mental Misstep, had to force anyways, and then lost all my lands and died. So the game was entirely lost on one decision, whether I should force or not. Not great. This deck you can very easily lose entire games with this deck on one very small decision, which is another reason I don't really like playing these kind of decks. So, because I'm not that good at Magic. I may have fooled some of you, but I am just a medium plus magician who's kind of loud. All right, so I'm going to see if I can get on this Library of Alexandria. I highly doubt that will be the case, but if it is the case, it works out really well for us. It also forces them to have a wasteland. It's kind of like an Urza Saga. Kind of. Maybe. All right, on the library life. Let's go. Let's draw a card with my library. Yeah, let me see what you got. What you working with over there, opponent? Renin 6 with Force backup. Uh-oh. I kind of hate that has happening here. I mean, Doomsday is a pretty punishing deck. I think in the grand scheme of things, Doomsday being the best deck in the format is not that bad. I mean, it is. I actively think that Doomsday is a very punishing deck. Except, besides the games where it gives you free wins. But I mean, Tinker gives you free wins too, right? So I think I'm going to go Merchant Ancestral, cast Ancestral, because I don't want to fight over this Renin 6. What am I supposed to do here? I can just let the Renin 6 resolve, and then I have to battle a Renin 6. Is Library better than Renin 6? I also can't remove this Renin 6 from the battlefield, really. But I also am pretty close to Lurrus, Lotus, rebuy Lurrus. Well, you don't want to do that. There's no reason to do that. You can just wait until the next turn. I guess we'll have Lurrus with Force backup. Maybe that's just the play and just hope they don't draw Wasteland. I probably am misstepping a probe if they cast it. Well, yeah, but if it does get forced, we're still off library, right? I'm not even convinced that they would force Ancestral. They drew Wasteland! This is the worst game of all time! Okay. Okay. So it's okay. We can resolve Lurrus this turn, and that's probably okay. Right? Right? Right. Library of Alexandria, kind of a sicko magic card, huh? I mean, we have Lurrus Bauble. That beats Ren and 6 Wasteland Lock. I think we're winning. I think I'm overreacting and being a streamer. Classic streamer. Actually, I probably don't even rebuy Lotus. Well, I guess I can rebuy Lotus and Merchant Ancestral. Oh, God. Hey, is this deck broken? What if, watch me draw a force blue card. We have activated the Brian Kelly. Okay. Not bad. For fun streamer. Super entertainment streamer. Absolutely true. Why can't we have like a Bowmaster? Bowmaster seems sweet. Maybe it's not actually that good against our opponent. Okay, let's try again. All right, so that game went like, see, like, as much as this is a fair Magic Mirror, right? Those were kind of two non-games. I guess maybe you don't consider game one a non-game, but I mean, I had to mulligan super hard, and it was really hard for me to play. Maybe that's not what a non-game is. Maybe that's just vintage, though. Yeah, it could be. Could be. These have been kind of fun games, though. Yeah, I kind of agree, though. Like, I think Wasteland and Ancestral, I mean, that I kind of agree with. I feel like Wasteland and Ancestral. Okay, so my opponent has Force with Red and 6 with Force back up. What am I doing here? I got lots of choices. The appeal of vintage is non-games. No, the appeal of vintage is powerful decisions and playing with cool cards. Playing with powerful, cool cards. I think that vintage as a format, it's really easy to tell when you make a bad choice. Like other formats, if you make a bad choice, it's not readily apparent and you may never realize that you made a bad choice. In vintage, when you make a bad choice, very frequently it gets thrown in your face and you die. And you go, damn, that was a bad choice. And then maybe you learn from it. Now, how do I play this game? I kind of think we just bobble ourselves, play fetch land and Lotus and pass. And then at the end of turn, we go Bowmaster, Samwise. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, Mind Break Trap. Does that help me? Not really. But I don't want to fetch it away, do I? Yeah, but I can't fetch. Then I just get wastelanded? Maybe that's fine, actually. I can just rebuy my land with Samwise. Maybe it's fine. Well, I don't want to play my Samwise and my Bowmaster until they play their Ren and 6 and activate it, right? That's my problem. Not a very good draw. Mind Break Trap would have been better. I mean, if they just jam Ren and 6 here, I think I'm happy about this. Okay. Wait, what land did they play this turn? Trop? Did I have a plains? It's like pretty bad to play plains when I have a gush in my hand though, right? This might get forced. Yeah. Okay. I'm not 100% sure this was my best line, but it felt like among the best lines at the very least. They might just go waste my C, rebuy waste. They might just go fetch, rebuy fetch. If they waste, am I gushing? Probably. Though that will put me way over on Magic the Gathering cards, but maybe that's fine. Oh, they're just going to kill my Bowmaster. Huh. Does that mean they have another Ren and 6 that they drew? I wish I had an Underground Sea. Oh, okay. I'm going to strip mine them to keep them away from Boo. And this draw actually is really nice. It gives me a lot of choices. Okay. I think I like where we're at right now. We know there's no Flooded Strain in my hand. So 2 unknowns in opponent's hand. Oh, we knew about Wasteland, right? We knew about Wasteland. Magic Online? Hello? Y'all seeing this? Okay. No, I don't think I'm supposed to gush. I think we'll be fine. I just don't think it's necessary. That's fine. I don't think gushing there is bad. It's fine. I don't think gushing there is bad. I just don't think it's necessary. I just don't think we need. I don't think it's necessary. We're gonna lose our land drop. First time message. Why do you stream? You don't care about our opinion, then don't stream. No. You got this wrong, first time Twitch chatter. It's why do you watch? If you don't care about my opinion, then don't watch. Goodbye. Oh my. Oh baby. Okay, so there was another Ren and 6. So this is gonna kill the Bowmaster or no? Okay. Oh man, too funny. So I don't think I'm playing around negation. I think I want to just draw these cards now. Oh god, they drew mental. Fucking jeez. The watermelon beer I said to try. Hell or High Watermelon, 21st Amendment. Is there a world where I can just attack face? Oh, they're just gonna play Boo next turn. I'm just super dead to that though, right? Like my opponent having mental misstep for Ancestral is really, really bad for me. I don't know what I was supposed to do differently though. I don't think we're allowed to gush now. Yeah, I kind of played with in this game thinking my Ancestral would resolve. Like I knew they had a Pyroblast. That was a pretty easy read. And so I was like playing Lavinia first, so like get rid of the Pyroblast. I'm not sure how much of a difference Gush made. Like I have my Gush now. I don't think it's a big deal. I think I might have to Gush now, but I don't know what I'm doing. I guess I'm drawing to Time Walk or something. Like gushing then and now, it doesn't matter. It's just so irrelevant. Maybe I can draw another Bowmaster. I think I have to float blue though. Not. So what does this get back? Nothing? Or did I fetch for this Underground Sea? I did fetch for this Underground Sea, right? Yeah, okay. What do I want to make the ring bearer? I guess the army? I mean, rewarded in the sense that I can play. I'm not sure this is rewarded. We are still extremely really dead here. Really, really dead here. Like my opponent simply makes their land drop, plays a Minxin Boo, makes a 4/4. Or maybe they just shoot the Bowmaster, play the Boo, make a 4/4. I swords the Boo and I still can't kill the Boo? Or can I kill it? Can I kill this? Oh, I can kill this. Ooh. Ooh. They could also just throw the Boo. They could just minus this, throw the Boo at this. That also is not good for them. We might be okay here, actually. We did get the Ren and 6 down, and we could theoretically get this Boo down. They only have one card in hand. They can't have Misstep. Wait, this might be actually just great for us. Oh, they threw it. Wow. Is that better? Is that? I mean, I guess they get a card out of the deal. But what if I didn't have a swords? That feels like a weird play to me. Am I crazy in thinking that's a weird play? Is there any downside or upside to brainstorming now? Yeah, we should bring back that guy. That guy might know. Hold on. I'm very surprised they minused. It feels odd. Quick. Someone go check out their stream. Um, Someone go check out their stream and figure out what they think. We'll get to there. We'll get to the bottom of this. I'm gonna cast this now so I can't get pyroblasted. That may or may not be right. Okay. That was like really nice, actually. And then we'll just keep the fetch land on top. Is that what it is? Do you have the exact quote? Why do you stream? All right. Hold on. We'll add com y. There we go. Just for you, chat. Yeah, what's up, goalie? Thanks for the gift subs. Oh, it is another Boo. Okay. That makes some amount of sense then. So we actually have this covered, which is kind of wild. So the problem is to kill this boo, I do have to crack a fetch and lose on my demonic tutor, right? Well, I thought they were going to block. So maybe I should have swords in response. Yeah, I guess I was supposed to swords in response. But now I don't even have to swords it though. Because it just doesn't matter, right? Oh, sorry. They're like the same thing to me. Well, I was gonna Bowmaster on my turn and simply attack and kill the boo. What if they have a Deathrite Shaman? I guess I have a mental misstep. I probably should have swords this in response to the trigger. It was probably bad. If only I had not blocked that guy, he probably would have told me to swords in response. I'm regretting my decisions. So, like, the problem here is if I crack and get my Underground Sea, it just gets wastelanded. So maybe what I was supposed to do was order this the other way so that I could get the Underground Sea and use the bone. I just didn't think about boo. I wasn't thinking far enough ahead. Super bad. Super bad play. Is there a really good demonic target here? There just isn't, right? Because I don't have Ancestral or Gush. Tutor Jet. We could. I haven't bought Lurrus yet? That actually is good. It feels really dumb, and it is definitely still bad because I should have definitely put the Underground Sea first. But I actually think like this demonic tutor is just going to be dead. We don't have any more Underground Seas in our deck. We are killing Boo. That's what we're doing. I actually think this is the correct play, which is kind of wild. I guess it's actually fine because if we wouldn't have had a fetch for that Underground Sea anyways. There are no more Underground Seas. Wow. This is a weird game. And it's going to give us Lurrus mana until they click roof us. Hope we don't get Mindbreak trapped. All right. I mean, this is such a fun. This game has been fun. I've very much enjoyed this game. I feel like I played pretty badly, but. Oh no! Okay. I mean, we are on a 3-turn clock. This league has been much more fun than the Lutri League. I was not having a very good time playing Lutri. It might have been because the chat was a little bit too much to deal with. I'm not super used to like a 500-person chat. My chat's usually a little more low-key than that. There are a lot of draws that are really bad for us, but there are some draws that are good for us. And some misses. Fetch is good for us. So is that Lavinia or Lavinia doesn't do anything? I guess Lavinia wins if they play a Deathrite or a Collector Oof. So I think this is just Lavinia. It's not like I can play Lurrus on the rebuy anyways. I think just a 2/2 is what we want. This game would have been over so much faster if I had just swords to the monkey, not the monkey, the hamster in response. Yeah, that's why I stopped saying Deathrite Shaman and I instead said Collector Roof, because I do have Deathrite Shaman covered. I think I wish I had played slightly better in this game. Haha, there's the Collector Roof. But we're still gonna get there, I think. This is a forced attack all, because if they can't block Bowmaster or they die. They can't block Lavinia or they die. They have to block Ring Bearer here, or the Orc here. No cutting Lotus Petal. Yeah, we would have had lethal if we hadn't swords at the wrong time. Agreed. Agree to agree. What a wild game. We played some cool Magic. Some sweet fair blue vintage. A rarity these days. You don't find much fair blue happening here. Yo, can someone clip the incident? I would like the clip. Oh. Wow. Cool. Before you start typing, yeah, there was a Bowmaster in play. So maybe we should let the brainstorm resolve. Fine. Okay, here we go. It is now round 4 of this Vintage League with our Lurrus control deck. We're playing against Absorbent 3, everyone's favorite fair green vintage player. Has not been playing red-green recently, has actually been on black-green with a bit of a scam package. No griefs, but it's got trolls and reanimates. And they actually went 4-2 in a vintage challenge and top 16. So congrats to Absorbent 3. I think that's their best finish yet. And we're going to battle. This is a banger hand, huh? The instant speed Bowmaster Samwise bring back Black Lotus hand again. I'm down. I mean, kinda does have a point. I think you can realistically do anything you want in Vintage to a certain degree and have it work, which is kind of fun. I don't know if that would be exactly the case if this format saw more play, but we're back. Absorbent 3 is back. Let's go. Orcish Lumberjack. Little Applejacks going on. Unfortunately, it's 2023, and I would not be caught dead with an Orcish Lumberjack, but... All right, so... I think we're just going to go Bowmaster, Samwise, rebuy Lotus, replay Lotus. I mean, to be fair, if Orcish Lumberjack was a 1-2, we would still kill it, right? Because we could go Bowmaster, Samwise, rebuy Lotus, Lotus, Bowmaster, kill the Lumberjack, so... We actually have Caracas Samwise as well. I don't want to expose my Caracas right away. I guess we could theoretically go Lotus, Samwise, rebuy Lotus, replay Lotus, rebuy Samwise. That nets us what? It doesn't really net us any mana, right? I don't think playing Lavinia against Absorbent 3 is necessary. Though I do want to play around Mindbreak Trap, which I guess I can't. I guess I can play around Mindbreak Trap by going blue, white, Lavinia, Samwise, Lotus, Bowmaster. Okay. That's kind of bad that I'm not getting an Underground Sea, though, right? Oh, I don't need to get an Underground Sea because I'm making white mana. Blue, white, Lavinia, Samwise, Lotus, Samwise can, I don't know. Lavinia can be the ring bearer. Why not? Lotus, Bowmaster. This was Sam. I love this card. This card is peak design. I think this card is so much fun and does so many cool things. Oh, your move, opponent. It does mean we're like slower to do the infinite Samwise stuff, but we can't rebuy our Lotus right away, that kind of thing. But we'll eventually get there with like Lurrus, so. Mana Crypt. I'm just going to attack all, and then if they block, it's totally fine because we just Bowmaster. Is there any reason? No, I should just take the damage. No, not damage. There was a reason. Fuck. I should have done the in mid combat so that I deal one extra damage. I couldn't think of. I was like, I should get the damage on the Deathrite Shaman first. But no, I was supposed to get the damage on it. I was supposed to make one more damage, so missed the damage there. My bad. You can blame me, chap. No, actually, ban the blamed guy. Or blame the banned guy. If they weren't banned, they would have told us. And then we would have respected their opinion. Oh, we can actually bring back our Samwise and bring back our Bobble this turn. Oh, should we do it? Right, so they can have Lightning Bolt. That's the card. That's the card I like. A removal spell was the card I was playing around with my play. Whether or not it's correct to do so is. Unironically, they made their voice more heard, right? So I kind of think I just don't do anything, even though I have a Bobble that I can get value off of. I think I'd rather just hold open my Caracas and my Bowmaster and everything. Because they can like Wasteland me and I can just bounce my Samwise and get my Wasteland back or get my land back. So that's pretty important. I don't want to like lose my Caracas. Okay. We have outvalued them. All right, so against Absorbent 3, I'm going to bring in 3 Swords to Plowshares. The card I am always the most worried about from their deck is Boo. The Dude and Boo. That is definitely the best card against me. They had one Wasteland, but I have not known them to be a multiple Wasteland player, so I'm not sure that I'm bringing in Plains. I will consider it. I'm definitely, even though I'm scared of Boo, I'm definitely not going to keep in all of my counters. I think I'm just going to try to hold my forces for Boo if I can help it. It's just they don't have enough threats that I want to Spell Pierce, Trap, or Negate for it to be worth, typically. And we still have 4 Force of Wills anyways. Though I don't think I need this Dress Down, so maybe I can play Negation instead. Let's run like this. That could be fine. Magic Online's been like a little weirdly laggy today. I don't know what's going on. Do we keep this hand against our friend Absorbent? Sure. I've got Boo covered and I have Wasteland Samwise. Seems okay. Definitely like what negation is doing for this hand. Watch them play like a Miglaws or something. I mean, they can also do Simian Spirit Guide Pyroblast. That is within their range for sure. Ah, see? I'm familiar with your game plan. I know you. I know you. You can't slip that by me. All right, well, I'm definitely gonna wasteland right here. It's good value. And see what they have. Yeah, that's what I thought. There's definitely a range of hands where you keep land Black Lotus, and this happens. I might play too many vintage leagues if I have this kind of in-depth knowledge of my opponent's red-green brew. There might be a problem. I need to mute this legacy one. It's doing numbers, so I appreciate that, but I don't want to hear what people say. If you don't want to hear what we say, why tweet? Oh, all right. This time walk is going to have a lot more value later. I'm just going to hold it. All right, opponent has not drawn a land yet. My lord. The amount of games we have won because Wasteland turned them into non-games is kind of disturbing. Wasteland's pretty broken. Wasteland, third best, second best? Third best land in all unrestricted land? Sure. What? Justin. Second best unrestricted land in vintage? Like Bizarre Wasteland Workshop Saga? Though I guess Underground Season fetch lands have to be somewhere in there too. Workshop might be better. I would be willing to. What is this? What does floating a green do here? Dismember? Oh. Wait, I just rebuy it with Sam? Oh, that's evil. I don't really think Tabernacle is good. Like, if Bazaar wasn't so good, would Tabernacle be good? I used the wrong mana to play this card, didn't I? Whoa! Natural Order Endurance. Yeah, I'll force it. I want my Lurrus back. It's a cute cat. I am a little disappointed in myself with how badly I tapped there, but sometimes when I see that the game like stopped being meaningful, I don't put as much thought into my plays, and I don't know, like shouldn't you be looking at some amount of generic power in this comparison, not me? No? No has been called. I still don't even think Bazaar's actual power is like remotely strong. So like it's only good in a very one specific matchup. Like, I don't know. How can that possibly be in consideration? I mean, even in your world, it doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, what? It's also like, I don't know, 100% reactive card for one particular matchup. That just can't possibly be. I don't even think it's in the conversation at all. I should not have played that land there, chat. My bad. I could have wastelanded them, and then if they fetched a non-basic, I could Caracas back my Sam. But I was not paying attention. I was too busy being like, what the hell is not me talking about? It's a classic routine for us. Tabernacle is like the 5th best unrestricted land in Vintage. Well, I would have every blue fetch land, every blue dual land, and island above Tabernacle. Because we're talking about cards, and we're not talking about cards generically. We're talking about cards with all the cards that exist, right? In your world, we have to talk about how good Island is because Ancestral Recall exists, right? Tabernacle doesn't cast Ancestral Recall. Oh, I don't have double black mana, right? So I can't actually kill this thing. I'll just mental misstep it for fun. And then I'll kill them with Bowmaster stuff. All right, chat. We're going to play for the trophy with this deck. It's kind of exciting. I feel like this is a pretty... Ooh, I feel like this is a pretty good league deck. Okay, here we go. 5th and final round with our Lurrus control deck. We are 4-0 playing for the trophy. We have a Wep across the table who I know has been trying different lists like this. So maybe we have another fair match, another mirror. Let's see if they reveal a cat. No cat has been revealed, so keep your secrets then. All right, I like this hand. I've got 2 very nice 2-drops that I can play on turn 1. I have the ability to play around Wasteland, fetching a Black Source. I'm good against creature decks. I'm good against artifact decks. I'm okay against draw spell decks. I'm good against bind decks in this hand. So this hand covers a lot of bases. Doesn't have a force, so if they tinker me, it's probably bad for me, but... Okay, Bazaar. Okay, Bazaar. Let's get a little Bowmaster in here. This is like best case scenario if this resolves. We get a nice little 3-3 going. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's go. That's exciting. And I have a strip mine for that. Oh, I am in a happy place. Though I guess if they're on Dredge, we might still not be winning. We'll see what happens. I wonder if they're thinking about conceding to hide if they're Dredge or not. I don't know. Oh, I guess they're figuring out their draw and discard right now. All right, so they're actually on Gaak. I guess technically speaking, yeah, there's a Vengevine. So they are on a. This is a really good matchup for us. We have a Bowmaster in play already. We have a Swords to Plowshares, a Cathar Commando. This is just very, very good for us. I think we're still strip mining them, right? Unfortunately, I can't play my Cathar Commando, but it's probably still just correct to strip mine. And then I'll just put the Lurrus in my hand. And attacking seems good. We are definitely pressuring them. This seems like just the perfect outcome. I definitely am excited to play this matchup. I haven't played it in a very long time, and Bowmaster should make this matchup very good. I actually do think there's been some amount of suppression of aggro and countervine due to the existence of Bowmaster in the format. Oh my. Can I play that? No, I can't play that. It's very good if I do play it, though. I think it just makes sense to put the Lurrus in play, right? I guess I can hold open Cathar Commando Swords. That might be slightly better. Oh, no, that's not slightly better because I can't do both. I guess I can do both. I just have to wait till my next turn. I guess we just play the Lurrus because at that point, it doesn't really change anything. Man, that was just a very, very, very good sequence for us. Nice. And the second Bazaar. All right, all right, all right. That's a good spot. All right, turn one Bowmaster. That's definitely the best, basically best scenario you can Bowmaster. There's some other scenarios like Ancestral and Brainstorm, but it's a little harder to time. The turn one Bowmaster against turn one Bazaar activation is like very hard for them to play around in the blind. So, all right, in this matchup, we did see a Hogak and a Vine. So I wonder if we are just supposed to bring in the Graveyard Hate now. I'm not sure. I'm going to consider it. Because typically the aggro Vine deck has been built in a way where you don't care about the graveyard. But this deck could be maybe like black-green Hogak. Maybe they splash Bowmaster or something. So I think there's a possibility we want to have some of this Graveyard Hate. Containment Priest seems like it's not very good. Unless they have Bloodghasts. It's really hard to tell. They didn't play a mana producing land. All we did see was a Hogak and a Vine. But they're probably not on Countervine. They're probably on a mana producing variant of, an aggro Vine deck. So, well, we know we can get rid of this library, right? This very unlikely library will be good. It's very unlikely negation. I almost think we don't even need Force of Will here. There's like no reason to play Force of Will, right? Like we don't actually care enough about like a Collector Roof for that to matter. So I kind of think we just want to play all of these cards in and all of these cards out. I mean, we don't really need a dress down either. We don't need Spell Pierce, so I guess we're gonna have to do some serious thinking, maybe. I guess we'll keep in Bobble then. Like, I just don't see any real. What are we forcing? Hollow One, Hogak by a turn. We even have Lavinia in this matchup. Maybe we keep Library on the... I mean, there's no way we can keep Library on the draw. Caracas actually bounces Hogak. This matchup just seems so good for us. I guess we'll just keep Dress down. It's like just so bad, though. Is there anything else? There's not really anything else. I guess technically I could trap something, but... I don't know how often that comes up. Maybe I'll just keep A-Force in my deck. I can scroll for it if I need it. So, like, the number one way we lose this game is opponent has an extremely powerful draw that puts too much power in play, and we like can't overcome it. But we do have a Tabernacle. We don't currently have a black mana, but we have Sword's Needle, which is probably enough. You want me to keep Spell Pierce? Why? What does Spell Pierce do? Doesn't counter anything of value. Bayou Go? Oh, Bayou Deathrite Shaman. All right, fair game. I guess I can just cast Pearl Needle name. I mean, I think I still name Bazaar, all things considered. Just cast Ponder, name Bazaar off Needle. I guess I could get Vigored. Maybe there's like some world where I don't play Pearl out. Maybe I just go Plains Needle Bazaar, go. Seems like a waste. But there's some merit into it. Do I think they kept in vigor against me? I don't know. Maybe? I don't think I want to swords this Deathrite Shaman is what I'm trying to say, in case that wasn't clear. I'm going to just hold everything. And maybe that's silly, but it feels like I have the ability to do that and just play around the maximum number of cards. Like this Deathrite Shaman is not turned on because I don't have a fetch. I don't have anything to protect my needle for what it's worth. I don't have, I only have the single force in my deck. I typically don't think I need to do a lot of protecting of my needle, but even if I ponder here, I don't have the ability to force blue card. Soul Guide, Lantern, Tormod's Crypt. I feel like if I over-index into these cards, then I am going to expose myself too heavily to oof. But I do want this Underground Sea anyways, right? So there's no reason not to just take this Soul Guide Lantern and take the Underground Sea, and maybe we'll Demonic next turn. I'm just going to get rid of this Ponder. I don't have a choice. And then I get to hold everything up. This looks really strong. See if they have a Vigor now. No Vigor. Okay. I mean, this feels really good. They probably even had this Bazaar in their opening hand, but they wanted to play around Tabernacle, maybe. I like how we haven't drawn fetches, which is kind of weird. Cradle Oof, maybe? This is just fine. We'll just swords this Oof. I definitely want my mana. I think it's totally reasonable to just swords the Oof. And then we draw the Underground Sea. Do we actually cast Demonic to get rid of the Tormod script on the top? Or do I want to be able to hold up Bowmaster? I don't think they have like a Vigor or anything, so I kind of want to just cast this Demonic and maybe just get an Ancestral or something. I mean, if I had another blue card, I could get the Force and just lock the game up, right? Maybe I'm just supposed to get my one Force anyways. Cycle my thing, my Lantern. Maybe I should have cycled my Lantern first. No, I couldn't cycle. Oh, yeah, I couldn't cycle my Lantern first because I had to know there's a Tormod script on top. I haven't even played my Lurrus out. I could get like a Black Lotus. Oh, yeah, no. Lavinia is by far the best choice here. God, no, that's easily the best card here. Yeah, that's not beatable. Lavinia is the best choice. It's not close. Now they're going to need some way to get rid of the Lavinia. They probably only have very few answers in their deck that do it. It doesn't technically 100% prevent Vigor because they could hard cast it, but Lavinia is very good here. It's going to stop a lot of the problematic things. They do hit the Black Source. That makes sense to me. We're just in a very controlling spot. Maybe this makes black mana and they play Bowmaster or something. Maybe it makes black mana, they play Bloodghast or something. No, it makes green mana. This can only exile opponent's graveyards, right? Yeah, okay. A clean card. They can't play Vigor now because they don't have enough lands in play. 4 cards in hand. I'm not sure what just happened. I don't know what happened either. Maybe they meant to get a different color or something. Not sure. I can Bowmaster that though, which is kind of nice. Oh, I can't Bowmaster it because I don't have a land. Oh, what do you think about cracking Lantern? Hmm. So I can like buy Lurrus this turn. I can crack my lantern. They can pump. Yeah, they can pump, of course. I kind of just want to buy a card here. Of course. I think it's just better for me to put Lurrus in my hand than to play Commando. I do have a lantern that I can rebuy as well. I can't attack because they can pump. I guess I could, if I had a black source, attack, let them pump and shoot it, but that just doesn't really feel like a good play, even if I had it. Lurrus is not a blue card, so I don't have Force Up. It'll be nice if I have a blue card eventually and have Force Up too. Opponent eats an Underground Sea out of my yard and then makes a green mana and plays a Collector Roof. Nope. 3 Vengevine. Oh wow, that made 2 mana. Okay, yeah, Vengevine's good here. We're playing a very fair game of Magic right now, but we can battle with that. That's not a problem. Just want to draw land really, or blue card. Land's good. I think I just want to play Bowmaster, shoot this while I'm here, and then because it's also going to reduce their mana. Is Sam a vintage staple now? No, staple is a little overdoing it, but it's definitely a playable vintage card. Do I want to play Lurrus, or do I want to hold up Cathar Commando? I guess I just want to play Lurrus, right? Like, I can just chump this Vengevine. Well, I can't even replay this Lantern. I guess they technically could have a hand that rips cards out of my they could technically have a card that rips cards out of my hand. I would like to hold this Lurrus until I find a blue card for Force so that I can't get like dismembered or something. So I think I'm just going to attack because they can't activate this. I guess then they could attack with Deathright. I guess I'll just wait. This game is not really won by attacking. I mean, I will win this game by attacking, but it's going to be win by just like having an overwhelming board state. I was just going to trade this Commando for a Vengevine. It seems fine. I can rebuy it at any point anyways. Well, not at any point anyways. I guess they do have a Deathray Shaman in play. I should be cognizant of that. But if they use their Deathray Shaman, then I can. They have another Vengevine, maybe? Ah, okay. Still fine, though. I think I'm just going to go Commando, chump with an army token, trade, rebuy my Commando while their thing is tapped out. And then I'm just slowly grinding my opponent down here. I really like what we've done in this game. Sure. But Spell Pierce doesn't counter Hogak, so who knows? I'm just gonna keep everything back. Just give me more options. I don't think it matters if I attack or not attack or anything like that. Every time, so they still can't Hogak because we have Lavinia, so that's fine. I guess it could mill over another vine. Oh no! What if they cast 2 spells and bring back 2 vines? Uh-oh. Should I have brought back my lantern? Uh-oh. I may have done an oopsie here. Oh, they just cast Serum Powder. Okay, I guess we're fine. Wait, no. Don't use your Serum Powder to play something. Lavinia does stop Gaak, friend. 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 An opponent casts a spell if no mana was spent to cast it, counter that spell. You can't pay mana for Gaak. Oh, surgical on my lantern. Okay, opponent, I see you. No, Convoke does not count as paying mana to cast a spell. That is incorrect. And you can't use lands to pay for Gaaks. Wait. My opponent didn't click the Soul Guide Lantern. Oh no. Opponent. Oh no. I feel like we can win this game even if they didn't mess that up, but we should just play the game normally. Well, unfortunately, it's a legal play they can make that they have to do correctly. I don't like. It's not like I don't know how else to explain this. Like if it was a bug or something went wrong, then I agree. But that's a play they're allowed to make. That's how surgical extraction works. I don't know. You can agree to disagree. It's fine. It's like if it was a bug or something went wrong, then I'm totally down to play as it, as it should be. But unfortunately, that's just not the case. Oh, I do that all the time. If it's a bug, I want to play my game of Magic as the game is supposed to be played. It's like if it's a finals or something of a, PTQ, that's different. But we're playing a league. Well, there's no reason not to. I guess there is a reason not to. So is there any value in playing a Tabernacle out here? Like, we have a lot of mana, but they have Serum Powders, I guess. I don't want to fetch because it just gives them mana crop rotation. What does that do? Wait, so how do I progress this game? Like, I can't attack with Commando because a trade, they do eat my Commando, right? Or I guess my Commando has Flash, so they can't eat my Commando. Oh, there's also a Deathrite Shaman in play. Maybe I do have to progress this game. Hmm. I guess if I draw a Wasteland, that is what really gets this game going. Yeah, I mean, I also this is not one-sided, chat. I also have to pay for it, and I don't think I'm currently interested in paying for Tabernacle triggers. This Deathrite can eventually kill me, though I can technically clear their yard, so there's only one more thing to eat, so... Do I care about Crop Rot? What can they Crop Rot for? There's like nothing they can Crop Rot for, right? I guess we'll find out. Caracas, maybe? Actually, Caracas would be kind of nasty here. Maybe I should respect a possible Caracas. Loam? All right, so this is pretty straightforward. We're just gonna get back our lantern, get rid of their loam, and then we're pretty much just locked on board here. Yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter if I guess they'll just Deathrite Shaman, but that's fine too. We'll just have Sham get our Underground Sea back for fun. Oh, I guess I could get back our lantern. I guess that's just well, no, I kind of want the Underground Sea if I can have it. We'll see if our opponent lets us have it. Our opponent decided to progress the game for us, which was very nice of them. There isn't a window for them to exile Cathar Commando. I was wrong. I was just thinking about it. I can do it at any time, and they won't be able to respond, so. My opponent is not happy about the Soul Guide Lantern stuff that is happening here. If it didn't have flash, then that would be true. Right, exactly. The flash is the thing that is making it bad for them. But I also can't do that until I need to start by lanterning because I need to lantern this Life from the Loam. I'm gonna cycle this lantern though because I need to progress this game. I guess if they Stitcher's Supplier, they could. I mean, there's like just so little cards they can hit. Let's get this game going. Kill Needle, replay on Deathrite. Technically a play I could make. I'm not super interested in that play, but it is a play I could make. All right, well, now I might be more interested in that play. I'm pretty sure we're winning this game even if my Soul Guide Lantern gets hit, so I'm not super worried about it. It's just a lot. It is definitely a lot closer. All right, so I'm gonna play a Cathar Commando, and then I'm going. I mean, the problem with doing this is if they do draw Bazaar, there are ways that this game gets way out of hand for us, right? All I really want to do is draw like Wasteland and like Tabernacle them out, maybe. I don't know. No, my the line in chat was kill my needle, replay my needle on Deathrite Shaman, which I just don't think is what I want to do. I mean, I also can simply like Wasteland them. I just have only Samwises, huh? Does this gain me any life? No. Does it matter which one I put in the yard? So I can actually attack with my Lurrus this turn. So I make my Lurrus this ring bearer, and then I just play a couple of Samwises so that I can get down this ring path a little bit more. All right. Boom! I like this deck. It's kind of sweet. That matchup seems extremely good for me, I must say. Not a bad stream, huh? Not bad, not bad, not bad. So, I just like this setup. Bowmaster does feel a lot better than playing the other cards we were playing. We were playing, what were we playing? We were playing Malevolent Hermit and Snapcaster and Jace and those kind of cards. And Orcish Bowmaster is just definitely a good deal more powerful than them. There is a slight problem with this deck. It's like maybe a 1 or 2 blue cards less than I would like in the amount of control we're doing. But I definitely like 4 Sam for Bowmaster. I feel like 4 Sam is actually the right number. I was pretty convinced in the beginning that I would cut down on Sam. Maybe 3 Sam is better than, but they get better in multiples, kind of. This card is just completely overperformed every single time of my expectations. So I've been very, very happy. The 2 baubles have been quite good as well, I must say. Library of Alexandria came up only once in this stream, but it actually was very good the time it did come up. And Caracas was good again, too. We didn't face any, like... We faced a very odd set of decks where we played against what? Deathrite Shaman, Absorbent 3, Hogak. It was a weird set of decks for sure, but we were very much able to go the controlling route against those kind of decks. Lorien didn't really matter except for the one time it found an Underground Sea, in which case it was pretty good that one time, so not bad either. And I think the sideboard is well constructed. I like the idea of what I have in the sideboard. I definitely think Force Swords is the way to go, and yeah, if this is like something that you like to do, play control, this seems like a very reasonable way to attack the format, so let me know how it goes, and as always, more vintage content on this YouTube channel Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. I'll see you then.